Hello, my Planet Coaster peeps, and welcome back to the first episode of Creation Corner. It's been a while since I've done a video with audio commentary, because I've been finishing up my university studies and needed the summer off to just kind of recover from all of that. Being in a PhD program is very intensive, and definitely needed some time to regroup and recuperate and just kind of think about where I'm heading with life at the moment, and projects I want to do with Planet Coaster and ways I can make more of an impact on the community itself. So this series is basically me making small projects as much as I can and kind of showing what you can do with the game in terms of combining scenery, making scenes, making props and animatronics out of things that are already existing in the game. I know the Theme Maker's Toolkit is coming at some point this year, but there's still a lot you can do with the game itself in terms of designing. And not everyone is going to be as, gifted in the realms of 3D modeling. So these are fun projects that you can do yourself. I'll be uploading them to the Steam community, or you could just take a look at these videos and get some inspiration for your own small projects. So without further ado, we're going to be starting with the first of these projects today, and this is in honor of the new World's Fair pack that came out. This was actually an item I was expecting to be in the DLC and was kind of disappointed that nothing of this nature was being built. And what I'm talking about is the Japanese cherry tree, which is a ornate tree with flowers on it. Obviously you guys know what I'm talking about. Sorry I hashed that out. But yeah, it was something I kind of expected to be in the DLC. So what I'm going to do today is recreate that using a combination of two items. So we'll be using the dead, dry trees as our base, because the cherry trees are fully bloomed during the springtime, and the tree serves as a perfect base to add flowers on because it's not completely covered with leaves yet, so the flowers do allow some of the branches to poke through. So in order to recreate that, we're also going to be using the rose bush. Since cherry blossoms are in the rose family, it kind of makes sense to use this kind of flower, and there's enough greenery on it that adding it to the canopy of the tree will add a nice touch. As you can see, I've already changed the colors to give it a more springtime look, and I'm just using the advanced tool to move it around and rotate it to my liking. Now, you have to be careful with rotating of these rose bushes because I found out that the angle of the sun will affect their color. You can see me experimenting around with this in the video. So what I'm going to try to do is try to get all the blossoms to be in the same shading, I guess you could put it, so that at various parts of the day you're not having different tones to the tree because it's in different shadow zones, I guess you could say. I don't know how to explain that. Because as you can see, I'm just kind of molding this rose bush around to fit the trees and trying not to have too many things poke out that would make it look abnormal. So I'm really trying to create the illusion that this is a cherry tree until you zoom up super close on it, and then you can kind of see it's like a rose bush put on a tree. But regardless, it'll create a cool effect in your parks, and if you're doing a Japanese themed area, this will add a perfect touch to that. Or even if you just want to add some more color to pop to your park, this is definitely... I'm going to go ahead and put a time lapse on the rest of this so you can kind of see what I did. I figured I'd take the video slow at first so you can see exactly what I'm doing, but there's only so much you can talk about putting on flowers on a tree. So we're going to speed this along a bit so you guys can see the final product. Okay, as you can see, I put the final touch on a second tree. I wanted to release 2 trees that you can use for your parks, one larger and one smaller. And you can see the finished product for the smaller tree. It looks pretty good. And here's the side-by-side comparison of the two. Now, these 2 trees are currently on the Steam Workshop if you want to give them a download and add them to your parks. But that's it for today. If you have an idea you'd like to share or something you'd like for me to try, please comment down below and I'll see what I can come up with. I have a couple Halloween and spooky themed ideas for the next couple days to get some Halloween content out. So keep subscribed for more Planet Coaster content, and until next time, this is RCT3 Imagineer signing off.